Oh, she said, thoughts on this photo to me maker doing you this dirty. What is this? What are you trying to show me here? What's messed up? I feel like that's racist. Look at my note. This is why I'm racist. What's up, guys? Omni here. You guys know how it goes. Another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? All right, gang, we got to talk about this tweet because there's a video that we're going to have to react to and follow to about it as well. It says, see this stuff, Omni? And it was, here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to help me on this list. Now, if you guys don't know, there are TikToks, videos of like women who are making content saying like, look, if I'm on a first date, you know, I'm a high value woman. All right, you can't take me to XYZ. This is the same type of list where women say like, guys, you are not manly if you do things like, I don't know, sleep on your stomach when you watch a pillow, or if you drink coffee, or if you use a pillow at all, or it's the list of things that guys can't do. Here's the list of places that you cannot take women because apparently it's just not good. Can't take them to the Cheesecake Factory. That's the video we're going to be watching in a second. All right, guys, I found the TikTok. For reference, okay, this TikTok by the name of Monique is basically recording a video of herself right now. She's literally recording herself on a first date, which is absolutely freaking weird. If you think about it, imagine you're taking somebody on the first date and they pull out their phone and start recording themselves talking to you. Like already 10,000 red flags right off the gate. You already know you're about to be on the front of TikTok for something you didn't do. But let's see how this plays out, man. People are absolutely weird now in the year 2023. The audacity to think that you should do this to make an example out of some guy. The audacity, right?
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
Okay. He said, "Hey, let me get out and come open the door for you." Okay, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a $1,000. I'm a gentleman. You know, I'm a gentlemanly type guy. Okay, if I have a date and I'm getting out the car, I'm not going to get out the car and just open the door for you if you're sitting there waiting. I probably just won't. Not that I won't do that, but I think when I see people who are kind of expecting that already for someone to come and do that, and then I'm like, I'm out. All right, this person's just, that's just me. Okay, I would rather do it for a person who doesn't recognize that it's happening, like they're, you know, getting out the car, and then you know, like, yeah, I got you more so. Like having the intent to do these things on your own, as opposed to being like, yeah, you should be opening the door for me. This is just me keeping it $1.50 with you guys. But also the Cheesecake Factory. Have you guys gone? Because it's absolutely delicious. They have every entree from every place that you can think of. They got buffalo wings. They got pastas. They got burgers. They got steaks. They got salads. They got vegetarian options. They got all the freaking drinks in the world and the cocktails. Cheesecake Factory, in my opinion, is the absolute best place to take anybody on a first date because you don't know what kind of food they got. You don't know if they got allergies. You don't know if maybe, you know, you're limited to something. You don't want to take them somewhere nice and find out that they are allergic to this or they can't eat this kind of food and they got some dairy restrictions. Nah, Cheesecake Factory is dope because you can eat anything and everything is on the menu and the food tastes good too as well and it's at a good price. It's a win-win for everybody. Anybody who is too bougie to eat Cheesecake Factory, y'all need to get the hell out of here anyway. Okay, I don't know what you expecting on a first date, all right? If you want $200, $300 dates on the first date, hell no, okay? No, get out my face with that. He's knocking his...
Would you want me to open the door for you? Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the
Get out of my car. Get out of my car. Get out of my car. Immediately. Expeditiously. Pronto. Okay. The audacity to sit here and have me knocking on my own car window for you to record me and start making me in contact. Get the hell out of my car, okay? And call yourself a goddamn Uber because what?
Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he playing it cool. He playing it cool.
Come on, get it on in the car. Yeah, we gonna talk about it.
Oh hell no! Ain't nobody giving me. Oh my god, we don't talk about nothing. The only thing we're gonna talk about is you getting. Oh, I'm steamed, y'all. I'm steamed. I'm okay. Okay, let me keep it cool.
Oh, okay.
Did you just unlock the door for me?
So,
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Does this man just knock on his own door for her to? That's okay. Sorry.
so you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What you're supposed to do.
I agree. I
At the
went
Cheesecake
into this
Factory?
date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know,
Yeah.
to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and
See, this man is too much of a gentleman. All right. I already had my nice guy face. Like, I'm a nice guy, but I'm not like a super nice guy, right? There's a difference between being like a nice guy and just having no respect for yourself, okay? That type of nice guy is not a nice guy. You just literally have no respect for yourself and you are desperate for the punani, all right? This guy is doing way more than he should be, okay? He's already been disrespected, like, if I can count 15 times, 15 counts of disrespect. And he's still in here being a willing participant in this project. Hey, man, kudos to him, dog, but like, this kind of behavior should not be something that you ever will tolerate from any person, regardless of how they look, okay? Yeah, sure, maybe you look pretty or whatever, but in the inside, you are ugly as friggin' hell.
just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty
and then-
nice, but I mean,
And then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with
Okay.
on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know.
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like,
You didn't
even,
get out
like,
that car?
when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know
and
you.
I
Yeah.
can respect that. I can respect that.
Okay.
When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too.
Yeah, that's
Again, I
we're
don't
not
know
there.
yet.
okay. He's not helping his case. Okay, first date, no, you don't. She don't have to let you in her house. The second first date, she don't have to hold your hand. Okay, bro, you're making your case look worse. Okay, doesn't ignore what she's doing is terrible, but also the expectation that you can't be let into somebody's house on the all right, bro. All right, doesn't change the situation. She's still trash. Okay, let's get back on the focus up here, the point of topic.
Okay. And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
I
got myself
there's
all made
nothing
up.
wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the
Right.
Cheesecake
Yes,
Factory.
there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
What's wrong with
Well,
it?
look
I mean,
at my planner where we were gonna go.
He made a plan. Itinerary.
see, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call
See-
him. Call him.
No,
What do you mean no?
Thank you.
I
know you
specifically
didn't.
told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come.
So this man said he was going to take her to the Cheesecake Factory and she failed the test. Then he showed the plan. He was like, yeah, I was actually after we went to the park and to the zoo, I was going to take you to the nice place, but you failed. You failed the vibe check. I cannot stand people like this. Okay. And it's just one type of person, but the entitlement of my self-value somehow equates to you treating me like the queen and I deserve the riches around the world because I look like this.
to pick you up at 4 a.m. At 4 p.m. Right?
Mm.
And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs
I understand.
For an hour. right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late. And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment.
And
that is not possible.
And that's why I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria.
He's saying if we are not Arlia, okay. He said if we're not in the relationship part where I can just come into your room where you know me like that, then we're not the part of the relationship where I'm going to be dropping buco duco dollars on you, okay? Which makes sense, all right? You out here keeping it casual. He out here keeping it casual. You saying I don't know you like that? I don't know you like that either, okay? I only treat people to Arlia or these nice places when I know them like that. But if I don't know you like that, I ain't going to accidentally drop like $300 on a person like you, because that's what we try to avoid when it comes to the dating scene. At least that's what I expect. I have no idea.
Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. Which I'm still willing to do.
No,
I would have been.
It would have been, yeah, but not anymore. Say no.
If we're late, I told you twice.
Say no, get out.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other.
My dog, you're doing more explaining than you need to. You're doing more explaining than you need
For a
to.
reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that?
No! You don't want to get to know him. You just want a free dinner, a free ticket, a free buffet at a nice place, okay? You're just using him for his wallet, all right? This is it. It's game over, dog. And I'm glad that he's at least standing his ground now for this. It sounded like he was going to still take her there or something, but dog, this is some weird behavior recording this. This is awkward. This is not how interaction should be occurring, okay? I'm glad it did happen because we can react to it, but this is sussy baka material.
Like, it's equivalent to that. I mean,
I
you
literally
don't
just said,
understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die.
Oh,
That's
my God.
embarrassing.
Oh my God.
As I said, I have very specific certain expectations for this.
No.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
No, I would have said respectfully, can you get out the car for a second? Because I would trick her to get out of the car. I would trick her. I'm like, you know what? Okay, there's a spot around the corner that's really nice. Let's go out there and go there, right? I'd start walking towards there, and then I'd do a mass sprint back to the car. Get in the car, leave. Gone. Gonzo. I don't care if you want to try to cancel me off of that. Good. Nah, bro. I'm vindictive. Okay, you wasted my time. Okay, I ain't taking you back home. Nah. Get out.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So, you just want to call it a night?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
Oh, now you want to compromise because you heard about Arlia?
I'm sorry, y'all.
He was
but
out of the parking space.
If I don't feel respected,
The fact that she actually thinks that somehow she's justified in her reaction is wow. What kind of world does she live in where she thinks that she's the center of the universe and that everything revolves around her? Like, imagine the justification here and the ability to dodge all accountability for her actions here. Like, the mental gymnastics that it takes for a person to be in the position she is and do the things that she did and react in the way she does. Who created you? What happened? What were the life experiences that made you think that this is an okay thing? Okay, this is garbage, terrible doo-doo behavior. And if any guy sees this video of you in the future, you better hope they don't see it because they're going to run fast as hell, or they're just going to get what they want and then run as fast as hell. Ain't no way.
I mean,
not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You really leaving?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't want this.
You're still recording.
I mean,
You're so weird.
I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand
Regret?
that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
Yes.
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one. So, I'm sorry. We're dropping you off.
Good job. Good job, red shirt guy. I'm proud of you. Okay. It looked like you was going to fold for acceptance for a little bit, but then you bucked up and you said, nah, not going to tolerate this level of disrespect. Okay. Maybe you don't. To be honest, do you want to mess with somebody who doesn't want to hang out at the Cheesecake Factory? Like, first date, is that even somebody you want to be around with? Because Cheesecake Factory, again, is the bomb. Good food for good prices as well. I mean, it might be expensive for some people's taste, but you can get milkshakes, you can get pina coladas, you can get drinks. There's a good ambiance. There's a lot of people. You got variety. You can get the enchiladas and tacos and the appetite. Bro, it's all there. It's the Disney World of restaurants, and it's actually pretty good quality. So, do you actually want to be around somebody who's like, yeah, you'll take me to the Cheesecake Factory at 4:00 p.m.? What? Nah. Get out. Get out.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. Well, damn, you messed up. Fumbled.
I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Fumbled. You was about to go to a nice place later. Fumbled.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Fumbled. Anything else? We got... I guess I understand. Anyway, send me TikToks like this, okay? All day, every day. Twitter, whatever, Instagram, okay? Y'all want me to react to some TikToks like this? I will give you the commentary and keep it real with you, because for real, that was just garbage doo-doo behavior. I'm glad my man's made the right move. Super freaking weird to record that kind of interaction, but I'm glad she did, because then we got to put her on blast. But guys, before we get into today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Manta Sleep, the world's best sleep mask. Guys, do you find yourself tossing and turning throughout the night, waking up every hour or so and never really getting that full 6 to 8 hours of sleep that everyone tells you you're supposed to be getting? Because I do, or at least I did. Because with the Manta Sleep Manta Mask, combined with the Pro Nap movement, which encourages us to take a small afternoon nap, I feel like I finally have the energy that I've been looking for my entire life. This is the Manta Sleep Mask Pro. The Manta Sleep Mask Pro gives 100% blackout for deeper sleep, C-shaped eye cups for unbeatable size sleep comfort, there's no pressure on the eyelids or lashes, and advanced materials allows for maximum breathability. There's also this Manta Sleep Mask sound that's equipped with razor-thin Bluetooth headphones. It's perfect for those of you who like to fall asleep to background noise or your favorite podcast while still offering the complete and total blackout experience. Real talk, guys, if you have trouble falling asleep, these masks are absolute game changers. Getting quality sleep should not be slept on, pun intended, because if you think about it, 1/3 of our entire life is spent sleeping, which is a crazy fact if you think about it. Yeah, what do you have to lose, outside of sleep itself? Just click on the link in the description box below and use promo code Omni to get a 10% discount on your next purchase. And again, special thanks to Manta Sleep for sponsoring today's video. Alright guys, here we go again, man. I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about this dude, Johnny Somali. He was this guy who went to Japan, man. He was going around being racist, running them up, just breaking, doing crimes, all this stuff, right? Just basically going to Japan, and people were just bopping him left and right. He was getting in fights. He was going to Japan and basically just making a mockery of the country itself until he got put in jail. Okay, currently right now he's in jail. He hasn't been sentenced or anything like that. He's currently being in there for waiting to be sentenced at the maximum time for his charges currently. People have been saying that there are rumors that he is in jail for years and years, but no, right now he's just detained. There has been no sentencing. Another popular YouTuber named Phidias 2.37 million subscribers, has uploaded a I traveled across Japan for free video. Okay, how do you do it? Simple, by illegally boarding trains without a ticket, hiding in the train toilet, and running when conductors tried to detain him. Okay, this is where YouTube content has gone, man. Okay, YouTube creators are doing anything for freaking clout, which includes going to other countries and breaking their freaking law.
And now it's time to teach you how to get the train for free. So I'm entering the train and I will find the toilet and go straight to the toilet. Here is the bathroom. I will just lock myself the whole time in the bathroom.
All right, so this man is like, hey guys, let me teach you little kids at home how to go to different countries and break their laws for free. What a freaking role model, dog.
They're knocking the door. Even though my door was locked, the person who collected the tickets came and opened it. Fortunately, he saw me pretending to use the bathroom and left. We're fucked again. So I came to my destination now. I think he is waiting for me outside. And I was right. He was just waiting to catch me. So the only thing I could do is to pretend that I'm sick.
I mean, it's one thing to kind of like do this thing without cameras pointed at you, without recording it, but to come out here and just and do this type of content with a camera on you, these people are working, man. Why are you bothering them? Why are you making why are you making their life why are you annoying people, dog?
No. Sí, sketto. Sketto, all right, no. Right, sketto. No. Police, okay, police. Dame.
No, that means no.
Dame. No.
Is he trying to run? Dame means stop. No.
When I sat down, he released me, and immediately I started running. But he called the police, and they are searching for me now.
We're definitely getting in trouble here.
I ran straight.
Bro, man committed a crime or then recorded it and then edited it and then posted it on YouTube? Dog, Jesus, bro. Anyway, the video aside, this has made international news, okay? So talking from BBC to Yahoo to The Guardian to CNN. People are making articles about this left and right, talking about the YouTuber. Eventually, he did apologize because obviously he does not want to get in criminal trouble. But it also sounds like Japan is also investigating the incident as well. Anyway, in the video that he deleted off YouTube, he had posted an apology on there saying, "Hello, beautiful people. I apologize to the Japanese people. If we made them feel bad, that was not our goal!" Exclamation mark. From now on, I am going to make more research to the cultures we go to and try to prevent this from happening again. I love you. Bro, criminals, dog. What is this, man? Again, these are just people taking advantage of situations, making fake apologies. How many times do we have to see this stuff? Why is it so hard for these YouTubers and these content creators to not just be, pieces of shit? Okay, just don't be. That's all it is. And yet they want to monetize it and get away with it, and it seems like this is another person who's going to do so. He's not going to be prosecuted probably for these crimes. He's just going to hide it, be swept under the rug. I don't know if YouTube is going to do anything about it, but they need to step in because it should not be allowed or popularized for YouTubers to go around doing Johnny Somalis or Fadias, making content where they're breaking the law or breaking the rule. It should not be something that should be on YouTube. That's not something that you enforce to his army of children who are going to grow up and probably do the same thing. We've been hearing about a lot of content creators. There's another dude who got shot, going around and trying to annoy people. He was telling somebody that they caught him being a child pedophile or something like that. And the guy came out and pulled a gun and shot him. And I was like, good. Good. Should he have gotten shot? No. I don't know. He shouldn't have gotten shot. But do I feel any remorse? Also, no, because you put in that energy, sometimes someone's going to respond. They're not going to have they're going to have a good day and they just might get you. You might get guys. Teach people lessons that they should not be bothering other people or annoying them. This is not something that you should be monetizing, okay? Because otherwise, you just have a bunch of rats running around the entire world just doing the exact same shit. Nintendo finally dropped the bomb. Nintendo's ninjas said they had it, and they are basically trying to cancel competitive Smash and Splatoon altogether, okay? This is something that can absolutely destroy the grassroots community when it comes to Smash, and it seems to pose a very strong problem when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Melee. Emily Boston said Nintendo dropped their official guidelines on how to host a community tournament for some of their competitive games, such as Splatoon and Super Smash Bros. Reactions from gamers have been mixed, to say the least. Let's go ahead and look at the official guidelines together. Starting right off the bat, it says the publication date was October 24th. That's yesterday. However, the effective date is November 15th, 2023, giving Smashers basically 2 weeks to basically get their shit together before the Nintendo Ninja says, where we will be dropping the hammer and smiting all of you out of existence if you're not playing by our rules. Thank you for sharing your passion for Nintendo's games, characters, and worlds. Nintendo cares about the community and would like to support individuals who want to celebrate that passion by creating memorable, cooperative, and competitive play experiences at the same time. We want to ensure that fans who are doing so are engaging with our games, characters, and worlds in a way that positively supports other fans, players, and Nintendo. TLDR, we want to make sure that the people who are running these tournaments are doing it in a way that we at Nintendo think it should be happening, okay? You guys know Nintendo, all right? It's a bunch of old dudes, right? They have old traditions and everything, but they're very safe, family friendly and everything. So now they're saying look, we want these tournaments to be in line with how we are at Nintendo. In that spirit, we have created guidelines for individual organizers to follow when hosting not-for-profit small-scale community tournaments called community tournaments involving games for which Nintendo owns the copyright, Nintendo games. Please familiarize yourself with these guidelines below before planning a community tournament. Okay, so these guidelines are for not for profit Smash tournaments, which means like anybody putting in money to make profit, whether TO is making profit or anybody's making money off the game by, putting it into the pot, entering $20 for an entry fee and then winning that pot does not count as a community tournament, which is like all the tournaments. So it looks like the ecosystem in terms of competitive Smash is about to be completely disrupted. Reading further, it says the community tournament is small scale and not for commercial profit. Community tournaments may not generate commercial revenue except as permitted by these guidelines. Tournaments may include up to 200 participants for in-person tournaments or up to 300 participants for online tournaments. Okay, that means no more Genesis. That means no more Big House. All of those tournaments where you have thousands of people, it can't happen. This is mean like no more Evo. Like 200 participants being the cap is wild. I remember that was like the cap from one of my local tournaments when I used to run at Xanadu. So 200 is just like for it ain't going to work. Organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in the jurisdiction may collect entry fees from participants in the amount not more than the equivalent of $20 per person. Okay, so now it says here that the organizers can actually get money from them, and also you have to be of legal age. This means probably no kids below the age of 18, which is also ginormous. I'll find out what specifically is, but now there's an age limit. Okay, you can't have little Timmy and Tommy coming here and knocking people out of the tournament anymore because they're not allowed to compete. Entry fees collected from participants may be used for covering the cost of organizing the tournament and towards prizing. Okay, so that's still there. All right, I just joked about it, but that is still there. Organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may provide goods and services to participants as prizes. Okay, that's still there, but it says goods and services to participants as prizes. Huh? No prize may exceed a market value of $5,000 in total or include the prohibited items outlined in Q17 below. All right, that's it. The most you can make is $5,000 freaking dollars if you get first place at any of these tournaments, which might not be enough for some of these people who come out there and travel. When you take their flight and their hotel and all that considered and the taxes and all that, probably not a lot. You might see a lot of top competitive players staying at home like Hungry Box, not actually going to tournaments, just hosting the coin box and being on Twitch and making YouTube videos because they'll probably make more money sitting at home making content than going to a tournament and getting first place. That's if they get first place. The total value of cash prizing a single organizer can offer through community tournaments in a 12-month period must be no more than the equivalent of $10,000 USD. So within a 12-month period, any kind of tournament venue, you think Genesis, Big House, all of those guys, they can't offer more than $10,000 for an entire year. And I believe like that's really capped out. Like they're not able to basically compensate players in a way where they're making big buco-duco dollars anymore, especially when there's only 200 people going into the venue. Basically making money and Smash people who are already broke, you're going to be even more broke. Now, for in-person community tournaments, organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may collect an admission fee from spectators of not more than the equivalent of $15 per person. So if you want to spectate and not play, it has to be $15. I wonder if the spectators, the people who come in as spectators count as the 200 person limit, 200 participants for in-person. I think 200 participants is different from spectators. Admission fees collected from spectators must be used solely for the purpose of covering cost of the organizing the tournament and not used towards prizing. And then collecting fees from spectators for online community tournaments is not permitted under any circumstances. So what does that mean? Like if people want to pay to watch an online community tournament, that's not a thing anymore. Is that even something that you even have to do? Like if you watch an online tournament, like on Hungry Box's channel or something like that, the coin box, you don't have to pay. You don't have to be a subscriber. So is that something that is a thing? I don't know. Organizers collecting fees must publicly disclose all accounting related to the cost of the hosting the event promptly, including entry fees, admission fees, and prizes distributed by the posting them on a website and or social media accessible to everyone. So no, pocketing money. This is the accountants. Okay. And I'm an accountant. This is basically saying all the money that has been made, you need to publicly make it available for everyone to see. Because if I see that you guys are mishandling funds in a way that we don't approve of, we will get you. This is absolutely wild, guys. This is changing everything. Okay. Nintendo is basically saying that they have eyes on you. They want eyes on everything. They want full transparency. When hosting a community tournament, organizers may not receive goods, services, or monies from third parties as sponsors. Hello? Oh my God. So no more like, sponsored by like Chipotle, or no more sponsored by these companies. The sponsors are what pays the majority of the money for TOs to actually run tournaments. Okay. This is a lot of money. Basically, no one is making money. Nintendo is saying, y'all can do this for fun, but y'all can't do this for a living. Now, this one says only with prior consent from participants can organizers monetize posting of videos, still images related to the community tournaments on personal accounts in line with the Nintendo game content guidelines for online video information sharing. Posting videos, tournaments to YouTube. The total amount of revenue a single organizer earns in a 12-month period through these activities should be no more than... So if you make content on the actual tournament itself, the organizers, they're not allowed to make more than $10,000. They're capping everybody. They're saying, look, we don't want y'all making a lot of money off of this anymore. This is huge. This affects organizers like Beyond the Summit. This affects what could have been Panda, but this affects all the major guys who are VGBC who are running these tournaments. It's taking a lot of money out of their pocket. The community tournament is not affiliated with Nintendo and makes no use of Nintendo trademarks or IP except as permitted by these guidelines. This basically says that you are not allowed to use Nintendo or its IP to promote your tournament, okay? You can say Super Smash Brothers or you can say Splatoon, but you cannot say anything Nintendo related or shorten it or anything like that. They're saying Nintendo is not affiliated with any of these community tournaments. Now, this is where things get pretty messy, especially for Super Smash Brothers Melee. The games used must have officially launched or service has officially begun in the region where the community tournament is taking place. Pirated or modified versions of Nintendo games must not be used. That means you got to play Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo GameCube. You got to pull out that disc. That's right, that small little disc, and you got to pull out a GameCube. Is that what we doing here now? Like, I don't know if that's what that means. Okay, pirated just means that you didn't pay for the game disc, I suppose. And then modified versions means that you can't play things like Slippy, which modifies the game to make it available to play Melee without the standard version. For those of you guys who don't know, the Slippy version of Melee does a lot of things to basically make the game smoother to play. Games with online play must use the online gameplay services and or servers officially provided by Nintendo. So if you want to play online Smash Brothers Ultimate, you gotta play like the tournament. You gotta put like the online mode that's available in the in the game. Like, is there even like I haven't played Ultimate in the way where you played online with other people, like a tournament mode, but what does that even mean? All right, skipping forward. Okay, I'm only going to focus on the big chunky wongies of this contract. Okay, the terms for participating and viewing community tournaments using Nintendo games for all participants and spectators. This one's interesting. Regardless of the tournament result, please respect everyone, including other participants, spectators, and organizers and management staff, and refrain from any discrimination, abusive language, or offensive or inappropriate behavior. Okay, no more popping off and giving people the middle finger. No, this is not the fighting game community. This is not the FGC. Okay, we're going back to the roots of Nintendo, where everything is fun and friendly and respectful. For all you FGC heads or any of you guys that have tempers, when you're out there on there, you're not allowed to do any of this. Okay, if you're out there and you curse and you say the F word, you're getting got. The Nintendo ninjas will just ejecto cousin you from the tournament and you gotta go. You're banned forever. Underage participants need to consult with and obtain consent from a actual parent or guardian. Okay, I don't know what the age rule is, but yeah, if you're a kiddie, you better bring your parents there. Otherwise, you're not allowed. I support that, by the way. Okay, keep these goddamn kids out of these tournaments with these grown-ass adults because, well, you know why. Again, the use of unauthorized software or tools, pirated or modified versions, etc., is prohibited. It's banned. Okay, that's specifically towards Super Smash Brothers and Slippy. And Nintendo reserves the right to take appropriate action against community tournaments where the rules are not followed. To ensure that everyone who participates has fun and has smiles on their faces, please follow the rules and make it an enjoyable community tournament. So Nintendo is watching, all right? And if you goof up, if you don't follow the rules, if you don't put your stuff out there, if you don't play by their rules, they will come in and make sure that you never do it again. Here's an interesting one here that says, organizers will make full efforts to create a community tournament that is friendly and welcoming to all, and that fully respects the dignity of participants and will not tolerate harassment or discrimination of any kind, including based on race, ethnicity, nationality, ideology, religion, belief, origin, social status, class, occupation, sex, age, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or marital status, okay? No harassment or discrimination of any kind, or you will get got by the Nintendo ninjas. No gambling or the use of alcohol or drugs at community tournaments. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to enforce this, bro. Community tournaments, bro. I mean, I don't know. There's alcohol a lot of these places. Drugs galore, bro. I mean, if you have it like at one of those hotels, like, I don't know if they mean the venue itself, but I don't know how they're going to keep that out of there because that's just a commonplace thing there. Organizers have to make sure that the participants and the spectators are of age according to the applicable age rating of the game used in the tournament. Okay, what's the age rating for Super Smash Bros. Melee? I just checked the ESRB for Super Smash Bros. Melee, and apparently it's rated T for teens. What in the world? How did that even happen, bro? It's not rated E for everyone. It's rated T for teens. So it sounds like if you want to play Super Smash Bros. Melee, you gotta be at least 13. Whereas the ESRB for Ultimate is E10. So if you're 10, you can go ahead, little Timmy, you can go ahead and go ahead and play. If you're 9, go back home and do your homework, okay? Go watch some TikToks, little boy. Specifically, Nintendo reserves the right to take legal action against or cancel any community tournaments in its sole discretion, including any tournaments that violate or likely to violate these guidelines, or community tournaments that Nintendo otherwise deems inappropriate. In addition, we may take measures such as prohibiting individuals who violate these guidelines or engage in other appropriate acts from hosting tournaments in the future. Nintendo is not responsible for any problems that may arise between organizers, participants, and spectators or third parties regarding the operation of the community tournament. Okay, Nintendo's saying like, look, we are telling you guys to run your tournaments like this, but however you guys do it, whatever happens, okay, whatever happens in the Smash community, whatever drama that goes on, we are not responsible for it. We are not liable, okay? Nintendo is trying their best, essentially, to basically put their foot in the Smash community and say, this is what you gotta do, but also whatever you guys end up doing is not on us. We're not going to be liable. I think this basically is Nintendo trying to say, like, we have to somehow make the Smash community brand friendly because as it is right now with grassroots, there's way too much liability and drama that goes down in there. Tournaments involving the sale of food, beverages, merchandise out, okay? No more selling food or beverage or merchandise. No water. You gotta starve or bring your own food. Tournaments that receive goods or money from third parties. Again, as we said, no sponsors, no Chipotle, no Coinbase, none of that. Tournaments that make it a condition of entry in tournaments or viewing tournaments to subscribe or follow a YouTube channel, an X account, or any other streaming channel or social media, or subscribe to paid membership. Okay, that's Hungrybox. That's like, when it comes to the Coinbox, you're not allowed to run tournaments where basically the requirement is that you subscribe to his channel. If that is something that he does. But yeah, this is pretty big, and specifically, you're not allowed to make money online by getting people to pay you specifically from your own YouTube or Twitch account in order to run tournaments. It also appears if you want to run a community tournament, you must apply for and obtain permission, as opposed to Q14. Q14 saying how can legal entities or organizations host game tournaments using Nintendo? For a corporation or organization, okay, we're not talking about individuals, to conduct a game tournament using Nintendo games, the corporation or org must make a separate application to Nintendo and obtain permission to conduct the game tournament prior to announcing a tournament. A Nintendo license number will be assigned to the game tournament that Nintendo has separately licensed. It is up to Nintendo's sole discretion whether or not that license will be granted to a corporation or an organization. This sounds very familiar to what was going on with Panda. Panda Games was working with Nintendo, and before they got canceled, they were talking about being able to make it so that, they can get TOs to basically come into the umbrella and get licensed by Nintendo to go through Panda to make sure that all these people can get licensed. This kind of sounds like what was going to happen with Panda, and then they got destroyed, and that kind of destroyed the ecosystem, and the people were like, oh, I wish Panda was here, we shouldn't have canceled, and blah blah blah. But yeah, this is what we got now. Okay, you got to apply for a license for Nintendo if you're an organization like Beyond the Summit, Luminosity, any of these organizations. You got to do that. If you're an individual, you get your own rules as well. Finally, we reached the end for tournaments that are already going. Like, you're running a tournament, like, oh my god, like, what's going to happen to us? Okay, you are not required to make a separate application to obtain permission right now. All right, if you've already announced and is already coming into place before the end of 2023. But anything after that, 2024, you got to put in that application. And that's it, guys. People online are big baby rage mad, sad. Some people are saying like, yeah, this is actually okay. Some people are saying it's not going to affect them too much. In my opinion, this is what I think is going to happen, okay? When it comes to the big eyes, where the tournaments, where there's a lot of eyes and there's a lot of money circulating around, Nintendo, they're going to have to basically follow their rules. They're going to have to fall in line, okay? None of these people who make a lot of money are going to be able to do so anymore without Nintendo's permission, and that money will not be a lot. It might not be worth the actual hassle. When it comes to like your locals, okay? When it comes to like your grassroots, where you go to your friend's place and play, you know, tournaments for $20 or whatever for around the corner with like 20 people, whatever. I don't think Nintendo cares, okay? They're just talking about the big chungy wongies. I do not think that Nintendo's going to come after some tournament in Georgia where there's like 15 people. They don't care. They're trying to focus on the big ones with the big eyes and bunker down on that. But that's it. That's the Nintendo ecosystem changing all in one snap, guys. This is absolutely huge. How far Nintendo enforces this is going to be interesting, because if Nintendo is strict, okay, if you're not out here and you're not posting all the information Nintendo's asking, you will get got, okay? These people who are running these tournaments can no longer just kind of like ease the way in and create mistakes, okay? Nintendo is a company, a big one, so that means you're going to actually have to audit your own tournament, post all the information. You got to come correct, because if you don't, Nintendo will find one reason to basically snap you out of existence. Or even if you do come correct, Nintendo might be like, yeah, we're still going to snap you out of existence because we just don't want this tournament to be ran anymore. They can do it for any reason whatsoever. So in my opinion, if you are somebody who's trying to be a full-time Super Smash Brothers player, I would reconsider, because I don't think the money is going to be there anymore, quite literally. And also for people who play Super Smash Brothers Melee to big tournaments, I don't know how they're going to run their tournaments with Slippy anymore, because these are definitely modified versions of the game. It's not allowed anymore. You're not going to be able to do these at big tournaments. It's all messed up. It's all fuggy-wuggied, and they're making sure that this is not something that's going to continue forward when they make their new Super Smash Brothers game. They're saying, look, going forward, competitive grassroots Smash tournaments is officially done, all right? And if you're not doing it like the way we want, then you got to get the hell out. Let me know how you guys feel about it. This was a big one, but probably one that's going to impact the entire ecosystem of Smash community around the entire world. Let me know what you guys think is going to come of this. So guys, quick update when it comes to Sssniperwolf versus Jax Films, Sniperwolf doxing Jax Films, and that whole drama that we talked about on Monday, okay? If you guys don't know, just as of 24 hours ago, Legal Eagle, an actual lawyer, weighed in on the situation. And we come to find out that what she did, was it illegal? Was it not illegal? Is there any way for him to press charges? Well, that is what we're going to find out. Josh Player said Legal Eagle did a video about the Sniperwolf and Jax Films drama, explaining the legal side of what happened. Might be interesting to check it out. And yeah, I already watched the video. Here's Legal Eagle's channel, or here's the video specifically. Sniperwolf illegally doxed Jax Films. It already says here in the title, it may be not illegal, but still a dick move. So it sounds like everything that Leah did when it came to the situation to doxing Jax was not illegal. However, it was very bad. Like, I still wouldn't stop to call her a criminal, because she's done a lot of things that are criminal in nature. I blink legally as well there as well. And yeah, I still think whether it's legal or not, okay, criminal technically or not, I still believe that she engaged in criminal-like behavior. The fact that that's not illegal, though, is absolutely whack. But yeah, it sounds like he might not be able to press charges, but I don't know. He might have a case for like stalking. There's got to be something going on here.
And honestly, I've seen worse YouTuber apologies, and I hope she does learn from this moment, because even if her actions didn't rise to the level of being illegal, they were kind of a dick move.
So SMG said the Five Nights at Freddy movie comes out this Friday. That's right, guys. If you haven't booked your tickets already, you can go ahead and you can get, you know, spooky, spooky month with Five Nights at Freddy's. I definitely want to watch this. I don't know if I want to watch it like frame one, but I definitely want to watch it. But also, I'll use this segment as to let you guys know what's coming out in both games and anime. Okay, there's a lot of good games, a lot of good film, and a lot of good anime coming out. Let me even get the quick TLDR, which you didn't know what's happening for the end of October, coming into November. Today is October 25th, so you already know that Spider-Man 2 came out, along with Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Those are the big ones for both the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch. But going forward into the rest of the end of the month here, we got Ghost Runner 2 that drops tomorrow. Ghost Runner was pretty dope. Minigo's Night Market, I don't know what that is, PS5 and Xbox. Dave the Diver, I don't know what that is. Alan Wake 2, that one's a big one. A lot of people are excited to play Alan Wake 2. It's the sequel to Alan Wake, obviously. I haven't played it, but again, it's a highly acclaimed one. You either know or you don't. But November, it's like, ooh, we got games. we got games, bro. We got Star Ocean, the second story R, okay? If you guys want some more RPG in your life, if you've already played Sea of Stars and you're done with that, my time at Sandrock, The Talos Principle, Thirsty Suitors, RoboCop, I don't know that, Fashion Dreamer, WarriorWare, Move It, okay? November 3rd, all right? So if you want to play some games with the family or some friends, or you want to have a first date with somebody, I think WarriorWare is an excellent one to kind of introduce everything. Football Manager, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, November 9th. A Tales game, Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn DLC, November 9th. The day before, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, November 10th. I heard a lot of people are not excited for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Now, I loved Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That was like probably the last one that I enjoyed like thoroughly, like super duper. I think that's one of the OGs where everyone's like, yes, this was it. So I'm curious about Modern Warfare 3, if that would get me into it, but I don't know. We got Hogwarts Legacy, November 14th, the game that I think got you canceled if you played it. Super Mario RPG, November 17th. I am playing this game frame one. Super Mario RPG is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. It's an old school one, and they remade it, and it's going to look good. I don't remember the story, so that's great, but it's just a good RPG. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's so nostalgic and I'll come back and play it. I'm like, I don't want to, but it's a must play. If you haven't played it, I think you will thoroughly enjoy it. And if you have played it, my guess is like if you're a fan of Genos and the whole squad, you want to see what's going to be new in this game, especially if you get a new OST. It's going to be amazing. Persona 5 Tactica coming out November 17th as well on the exact same day. If you want some more Persona 5, it's a tactical type game like Final Fantasy Tactics, but for Persona 5. You got Naruto X Boruto. I ain't reading none of that. Wait, Ultimate Ninja Storm Connection? Nah, that ain't gonna be good. And you got Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. What is that? Is that another fighting game? Is that a Grand Blue fighting game? November 30th. So that's what's happening in gaming, in case you guys are curious and you want to play any of these. And in terms of anime, we got a lot, okay? An absolute lot. So you guys, I'm gonna show you the list here in case you guys are curious, but for the big chunky ones that I am very familiar with, at least that we've already started, FLCL Shoegaze, we got some more FLCL. I didn't know that was coming in for the fall. On October 3rd and on Tuesdays, you got new Tokyo Revengers, the Tenjuku arc. Now I stopped watching Tokyo Revengers. It was one of those animes where I thought it was going to be peak until it just stopped being peak. Okay, I'm not going to ruin it for anything like that, but I was enjoying it until I stopped and they just went in a different direction and I was just like, man, I don't know anymore. You got the Eminence and Shadow second season on Wednesdays. I haven't watched the season 1, but I heard that it was pretty good and that it is worth watching. On Fridays, you got the Rising of the Shield Hero season 3. It's one of my kind of like isekais that I watch. I don't watch a lot of isekais, but it's the one that I've been watching and I like it. I've been keeping up with it as well. You got Goblin Slayer 2. In case you've watched Goblin Slayer, you got Goblin Slayer 2, okay? That's I'm gonna just keep it at that. You got Spy Family Season 2. I've been keeping up with that as well. Super wholesome anime, comes out on Saturdays, and yes, it's good. It's just a wholesome anime that makes you feel good. That's it. This one's pretty interesting. Sundays on October 8th coming up. You got The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. What kind of title is that, dog? On Thursdays, October 12th, officially, Dr. Stone Season 2 New World comes into place. By the way, this is October 12th. This has already started, okay? And then you got Saturdays, you got the Apothecary Diaries, and I think that's it. I haven't watched anything else on here. If you guys see anything else that you recommend, go for it. But those are the big chunky wongies in terms of what I'm going to be watching, what I have been watching. I've also been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen's been flaming. I've been watching anything else I've been watching? One Piece, and those are basically it. So yeah, lots of anime and lots of good gaming for you guys coming out for in October and November. So keep your eyes and your ears and your pockets ready. All right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. There were more things I wanted to talk to you guys about, but my injury was kind of starting to act up, and I know I got to edit this video. All right, so we got to stop here. Okay, more on that later. If you made it to the end, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That would mean the world to me. Like the video because it helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. I think that's it. All right, I'm tired. I gotta go. I'll catch you later, okay? If not tomorrow, maybe later this week, or not Monday, I'm gonna try to drop some more uploads for you guys because we gotta catch up on that revenue. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe on them streets because them streets ain't safe. And yeah, peace.